Welcome Zoomers and YouTubers. We're going to have a little different yin class tonight. You can see it's very dark. And we're going to be holding our standing work, not for, too long. So we'll be able to manage it, but enough times that you will be able to really get into all of the micro adjustments, the self adjustments, and start to feel how your body is reacting to holding a pose. And then of course we'll have a nice little lie down for our Linnell person who's joining us on Zoom tonight. So have a great practice. And we'll just come to the top of the mat and bring your hands onto your hips and stick your butt back. And start breathing all the way up from the pelvic floor all the way up to your throat. I'm a little chilly. And then inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, bend the left elbow, bring your hand to the back of your heart, but make it hover. And then open up your chest. Don't drop your head. Open up your chest and your throat. Now lift your toes. Inhale into your heart. Exhale, press the toes down and move over to the right side of your mat. And just feel those tissues start to open up. And then bring your hands together. That left arm over your left ear. Keep your throat nice and open. Take an inhale. Exhale, drop your right hand. Go a little deeper. Go as deep as you can. Press the earth away. Inhale. Exhale, bend your elbows, stick your butt back. Inhale, arms coming up, straighten this time. Exhale, bend your knees, stick your butt back. Right hand hovering behind your heart. Grab that right elbow. Keep the throat nice and open. And then inhale. Exhale, shove the hips over to the right. Ooh, squish up the left side of your waistline. Keep your throat nice and open. Now lift your toes, inhale, exhale, press the toes down and straighten your arms over your head. So your right arm is near your right ear. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, separate your feet. Let's go into a really puddly, fluidy forward bend. And if you have your blocks near the top of your mat, you can maybe use them if you'd like. Have your feet hip width apart. Have your fingers either on your mat or on your blocks. And halfway lift. So pull your fingers towards your feet. So you're really releasing some of those tissues in the back body. And then exhale, raggedy doll, forward bending. Flip the palms of your hands. Let your hair hang out. Breathe. Make sure you can really hear your inhale and your exhale. And then lean back into your heels. Lift your toes. Reverse swan dive. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, forward bending again. This time, forward bending. So we're going to grab our toes in yogi grip. You can have your elbows out to the side. And we're going to explore the first pose here, which is a forward bend. So let your head hang. Imagine that as you allow your head to hang, that you feel the vertebrae in your neck. You feel them separating. And then bandhas. So Mula Bandha, pelvic floor lift. Uddiyana Bandha, belly button to backbone. Notice when you do these two that you tilt your pelvis and how much more you are able to improve your forward bend, that you are able to get deeper. And then experiment with where are you favoring the weight? Are you favoring it in the front of your foot? And that's the advantage of having your fingers between the first and the second toes and pulling up a little bit. then you can't possibly be just on your toes. Elbows out to the side. Feel the tissues. Then inhale, straighten your arms, straighten your legs as best you can, and then stick your hands right underneath your footses. So you're going to stick those toes into the wrist. So the palm of your hand is now hugging your foot. The thumb and the baby finger are out. So you just have really the 3 fingers. And I just love this pose, especially if I've been using my hands all day long. I love to rock the bones of my feet over the bones of my hands. So it's left to right, it's not front and back. Unless you feel like doing a somersault, in which case, go ahead. So rocking back and forth. And then releasing, bringing your hands on the floor on either side of those feet. Inhale, look forward, just a little lift. Exhale, step back into down dog. Ears near your arms. And the first down dog, even though we've done a forward bend, we're still just very fluid. It's very, it's not aggressive. That's the word I want to use. Ears near your arms. It's not like your bestest. You're just trying to find places of comfort. Now find your fingertips. And maybe even experiment with bringing your feet back a little bit, or bringing them wider, or even bringing them together. So there's all these different traditions of how a down dog should look or what it should be. So you could experiment with them. And then curl your back a lot as if you're going into plank, but we won't. And then tuck the tail. Keep coming forward so that your shoulders are right over your wrists. Tuck the tail and allow your knees to come slowly to the floor at exactly the same time. And then sit back on shoelace side of the feet, or pouncy puppy, whatever works for you for your knees, and bring your elbows out to the side and thumbs together, and then forehead on top of that. And then just move your body from left to right. So again, we're just sending this comfort. Reach forward with your hands. Keep your butt back, fingers really wide. Look at your hands, middle fingers parallel. Inhale, curl forward, angry cat. Exhale, cow pose, tuck toes, move into a down dog. And then pivot the left foot, look at right thumb, bring right knee into chest, land the right foot. Now we don't want to go fast. We want to just find all the places that will make this warrior one very, very useful for this practice. So front knee over ankle. Look at your toes. See if you can spread your right toes and then press them back down. Then look at the back foot. It should be hip width apart from the front foot. Come on up. You can help yourself with your hands on your thigh. We're going to start with our hands on our hips. So see what you can do to square off your shoulders. Not so much, you can't really do your hips, but it's like an intention to try to get everything squared as best you can. The back heel, the back outer edge of the outer edge of the back is pushing on the mat. It's hard to say some words sometimes in the right. So front knee over ankle, sweep your arms up, inhale, exhale, bend your elbows, palms together, thumbs behind your heart. Inhale, arms coming up. Exhale, go a little deeper. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Take a moment, then pivot the back foot and get your feet into warrior 2 feet. So just take your time. Just make all the movements between what we're doing today, make them really soft and and slow. Yes, that's what I want to say, slow. So front knee over ankle, inhale, arms coming up, exhale, go deeper. Breathe. Now look at the left side of your mat, flip the palms of your hands, inhale, clap your hands above your head, exhale, look forward, go into your warrior two again. So just feeling what has to be accommodated in order for you to hold this. We're not going to hold it for a super long time, but we want to hold it enough that it's just at the edge of comfort. Inhale, straighten that front leg, stick your butt back. I'm going to use a block for this. Why don't you take a block, put it on the outside of that right foot, triangle. So just bring it down. You can bring it up at the highest level. You want that block to be right underneath your right shoulder. You want to open up your chest, left hand on your left hip. Help your left hip open up. Keep your throat nice and open. Keep your head in line, not only with your spine, but with the right leg. Inhale, left arm up. Whoa. If you've been doing a lot of things today that are collapsing your chest, I want you to let your left arm just fall open to the right side of your mat. Woo. And then left arm goes up. Those of you who want to go a little deeper in your triangle, you're going to bend your left elbow. Inhale. Exhale, shoot the arm bone over your left ear. Nice. Look down, left hand on left hip, bend that front knee, and in my body I have to inchworm, actually I have to move the back foot quite a lot in order to get the right feeling of the back foot being on the floor and the front knee safe. I'm going to use the block again on the outside of the right foot. Open up your chest to the left side of your mat. Keep your throat nice and open. Keep feeling it. Left hand on your left hip if you'd like, or left arm bone up, or full extended side stretch with the left arm over your left ear. I'm sure you're feeling it now. Look down. You can take both hands on your right thigh and help yourself up. And you just have a little moment. Final standing pose exploration on this side is a warrior two. Our feet are perfectly in line. So take your arms up, inhale, exhale, front knee over ankle. Whoa. See how far you can go down. Like at the end of the day, this thigh bone is supposed to be parallel to the floor, but you'll know when it's coming down, how much more work, how much more movement you have. Windmill the arms. All 10 toes in the same direction. Move the right foot over to the side so that the toes, the feet, are hip width apart. Can be on your blocks for this one too. Bring your hands right underneath your shoulders. Dig your right heel in. Spread your right toes. Lift them. Curl your back a lot like angry cat. Pull the forearms towards each other. Right foot goes back. Down dog. And then curl forward as if you're going into plank. Tuck the tail. Knees come onto the floor exactly the same time. You can use Pouncy Puppy or any version of child's pose with your arms forward. So just taking a survey, and you could also shift your hips from left to right, especially if that feels good. Just do a survey of how the right side feels versus the left. And side groan moan. Let some stuff go. Let some stuff go from today. And using your fingertips on your blocks, if that's what you're using, inhale, come forward. Exhale, plant your hands flat, tuck the toes, and move into down dog. Pivot the right foot. Look at your left thumb. Bring your left knee into your chest. Quietly land the left foot. Don't rush this. Front knee over ankle. And I always like to look at the back foot because sometimes I don't really get my feet in the most helpful position. I want my right foot to be hip width apart from the left foot. So if you need to move either the front foot or the back foot, then go ahead and do that. Front knee over ankle, pull your feet towards each other. Bring your hands onto your hips again, and then just feel how your shoulders, how you can get that idea of your shoulders being parallel. And press the outer edge of the back foot into the floor. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend your elbows, touch the back of your heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, go deeper. Bend your elbows, touch the back of your heart. Inhale, arms coming up. Exhale, release your hands to your hips. Straighten the front leg and have a little moment. And always the second side is just a little bit more. We're a little more fatigued. Pivot the back foot. And get your feet into warrior 2 feet. So back in step in line with the front heel. Inhale, arms coming up. Exhale, front knee over ankle. And I'm just noticing that I need to be a little wider on this side. So just do what, naturally feels like a self-adjustment. Then turn to the right side of your mat. Flip the palms of your hands. Inhale, clap your hands above. Exhale, look forward and go deeper. Nice. Breathe. So we're working to get a little bit of exhaustion. I know that Linnell already is there. Good for you, Linnell. The rest of us maybe not so much. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Whew. Exhale, we're going to go into triangle, so get your block organized right underneath your left shoulder. So whatever height works for you, and then start rolling your chest parallel to the long side of your mat, and keep your throat nice and open, and keep the weight of your head over that left leg. Take your right hand and pull that right hip open as if you're against a wall. Inhale, right arm bone up. If you want to go a little deeper, exhale, shoot the arm bone over your right ear, spread your fingers. Nice. That's deep. Look down, bend that front knee. Inhale, come up. Have a little moment where you just go, Whew. Bend that front knee, extended side stretch variations. Make sure that wherever your hand is, it's right underneath your left shoulder, your left rib cage, trying to come on that left thigh. And then inhale. You can either keep your hand on this right hip, pulling open, which is very useful in terms of figuring stuff out. Or you can bring your right arm bone up after you've done that. You can inhale into this, keep your head in line with that leg, and exhale, the front leg. Exhale, you could shoot the arm bone over your right ear in extended side angle. This is a lot. There's a reason why this is one of the last poses in this little sequence, because everything has to be nice and warm, toasty warm. Look down. Bend that front knee. Bring your hands onto your thighs. Help yourself up. Woo. Let that sacrum relax. Legs can be slightly bent. Butt back. One more standing pose. I'm pretty sure that you're feeling the warmth that has built up in your body when you use your legs, which is really good. Inhale, arms coming up. Exhale, front knee over ankle, warrior two. See how far you can come down. Whew. Warrior two again. Pull those feet towards each other, make those legs warm up. Windmill the arms. All 10 toes in the same direction. Now make sure that your feet are hip width apart. Move that left foot over or move the back foot over to the right, left foot over to the left. Whatever works for you. Dig the left heel in. If you're using blocks, bring them right underneath your shoulders. Now pull the right hip forward. You should be able to do that now because everything's nice and warm. Dig that left heel in. Inhale, open up your chest a little bit. Exhale, curl your back. Tuck your chin in. It's angry cat back. Pull the forearms towards each other. Left foot goes back. Down dog, elongate your dog. It's nice to use blocks for this because we can really feel the space we've created, and we can just take the complications of our tight hamstrings out of the situation for a moment. And then curl forward, pull your belly in, tuck the tail, bring your knees onto the floor at exactly the same time. Undo your feet, undo your feet. Could you undo your feet, please? Shoelace side of the feet, undo your shoelaces. Bring your elbows out to the side, palms together. And then swish, swish from left to right. Delicious. Nice work. I'd like to do a whole series of twists now. Now that, and in a yinish way, because now that we're warm, we can go really quite a lot deeper. We're going to do a couple of twists that you have not done before. I know, especially the Zoomers. Oh my goodness, it's been a long time. But once in a while I have an inspiration of how to do something a little different. So this is a little bit of an inspiration here. I'd like you, first of all, you're sitting on your mat, so don't lose out on your mat. Bring your legs out as wide as your mat and pull your stuff out of the way. So we'll just sit here for a moment to let our torso, and you can see that I'm liking to move because I can feel the sit bones there. I can feel that things have warmed up and there's a little more space. So keep your toes going to the ceiling and just check that your kneecaps, especially Bev, that your kneecaps are going to the ceiling so that you can preserve your knees, and that's really good. Okay, so we're gonna take our right arm bone up, and we're going to stretch through the right side, and we're going to bend the right elbow and sneak that hand behind our body, and we're going to grab our shirt, our pant, or our leg. I think you can see I'm just saying hello to the camera. There's my hand saying hello. And then that is going to help us as we move our whole torso in a twist towards the right side of our body. Inhale, left arm bone up. Exhale, you're going to take your left hand, you're going to bring it anywhere on that right leg, and you're going to help your twist. Now, this is quite interesting because there is no cheating here. You have to move from your hips. Don't try to wrench your back open. Drop your shoulders. Be even on your hips on the mat. Now, inhale. Both arms come up. Oh, really reach up. Squish your head. Exhale. Right hand is going to come down. Inhale, left arm reaches up again. Exhale, bend the left elbow, grab the back of your pants, your shirt, or maybe the front of your right thigh. Maybe you're able to hook. Start bringing your body over to the left side of your mat, the left long side of your mat. Now inhale, right arm bone up. Dig those heels in, try to be even on your pelvis. Exhale, take the right hand and wherever, doesn't matter where, just start to pull your body over. With that right hand helping, with the right arm helping. Nice. Inhale. Arms both coming up. Exhale. Cross your arms like you're going into eagle pose. And then for this next thing, you may have to bring your feet a little closer because what we want to do is grab, and so some of you will be grabbing your thighs in a forward bend, so opposite. Some of you below your knee. Some of you, your feet. So wherever you are, that's where you're going to be. Now, pull your belly in. Inhale. It's almost like your chest lifts up. Exhale. Now, I forgot to say which hand which arm is over. So, sorry about that. The left arm is the arm that is grabbing the right foot, and it's the one closest to your face. So let's start off all together like that. So now you're going to bend the left elbow, and you're going to look under the left upper arm towards the left side of your mat by pulling on your legs. It's a twist as well. You can bend your right elbow. Left elbow going to the top of your mat. Nice. Inhale, come up, curl your back, roll up the rim. Remember when we used to say that? Yeah. Switch your arms. So now the right arm is going to be forward. You're going to grab whatever it is that you can grab. Inhale, your chest lifts a little bit. Exhale, bond is engaged. Bend the right elbow. Look underneath it. It's like you're looking underneath the upper right arm towards the right side of your room in a twist. Breathing. Should feel quite a lot of, because we're so anchored that you will feel quite a bit of difference from left to right. And then inhale, come on up. Oh. Exhale, keep your feet there. Grab your elbows. Woo! Bring your arms up. Really reach up. And then exhale, release. Release the palms of your hands, backs of your hands onto your legs, and just feel. For this next thing, especially, well, all of you, but maybe especially Catherine and Bev, I want you to sit on your block. So this video will be going on YouTube, so it'll feel like you're just in a class with me talking to you because I say your names now, which is kind of fun because it's you guys using the YouTube channel. So why not? Why not say Beverly and Catherine and Lynell? Okay, so I'm going to sit on this block, and now that we warmed all of this up and we did this beautiful little twist using our anchored legs, we're just going to hang here for a moment, like longer than a moment. And for this, it's kind of nice to be elevated because your legs are really going to respond. And I hear upstairs, I hope that you Zoomers don't hear it, but I hear the bagpipes upstairs practicing. Yeah. So very well used hobby house, I would say. Yes. So spread your toes and pull them back towards your shins and continually allow those legs to be heavy. So how much can you let them do what they need to do to find that space? And it may be uncomfortable, you know, things don't want to move, but just let them have that moment where they can find another millimeter miracle. And I'm noticing in my body as I sit here that my feet are flopping open. So if this is happening to you, you can take advantage. Take your thumbs, go into the balls of your feet, fingers on the outside, the shoelace side of your feet, and then open up your feet, like the pages of a book, and read the footnotes. Nice. We're going to continue to be on our block. You're going to bring your right knee up into your chest. Your right foot comes quite close. And you're going to bring your left leg forward. Oh my goodness, I can hardly move that leg. Left foot forward, left knee to the ceiling. And then we can just do a really nice hug. Hug of our right leg, going into a beautiful twist. Allow that right hip to relax. Yeah. Hug a lot. Hug a lot. That would be good. That's another good yoga t-shirt. Hug a lot. If you have more movement, then of course you can hook and start to bring your whole chest around. But don't do this from your neck or your shoulders. This is from your hip, if you have that movement there. And then come to the front and actually unwind. So take that right arm and push it and turn to the left. So you're pushing that against that right leg. The right knee's still to the ceiling, but you just unwind a little bit. Nice. That feels good, eh? Bend your left knee, right leg extends. We're going to do the same thing on this side too. It's just so therapeutic, so full of medicine, so full of body medicine, these twists. So first hug, because that's nice. First hug. And don't lean into the right buttock, lean into the left. And then if you have more in your practice, or you have more movement in your left hip without bringing your right shoulder or any of your shoulders, all your shoulders, up towards your ears, you drop them, and then you could go a little deeper into your twist. Make sure you're breathing. Now it's really useful to engage bandhas and twists as well. They help to hold the pelvis. Yeah. Your head's on top of your spine. Yeah. Lengthen through the back of your neck. Nice. And then when you come out of it, you're so respectful to your lumbar. You inhale, lengthen through to the ceiling. Exhale, you come forward. Woo! So good. Now, just bend your knees and make sure that you just gently take your blocks out. We're going to go into 90-degree land. So legs are 90 degrees. Pull the stuff out and just come down and just have like a place where, with movement, if you need the movement, but a place where, you're feeling the maximum forward bend that's available to you tonight or today, depending on when you are viewing this. And then walking, if you're low, stay low and walk over to your left leg. So nice. Just hang out with it. Our legs take on so much stuff. They're always ready to run. They're ready to fight. They're ready to, walk endlessly, run endlessly. So, to thank your legs at this point. And then, of course, your feet as well. And then over to the other side, right leg. Just hug it. Just feel what's moving. You don't have to activate your feet here. Just allow things to be soft. And then come on up. Bend your knees. Come to the back of your mat. I think that I have to name this because I didn't really have a name for what this, I called it walking on your butt, but that doesn't seem so nice. So I'm going to say crab walk. So, you're going to bring your feet out. Maybe you grab your shoulders, cross your arms, or maybe you use your arms as a weight. Maybe you push from behind, but whatever you're doing, we're going to try to travel to the top of our mat. So inhale, knees to ceiling. Exhale, and come over. You see this is where you can use all your arms, all 3 arms, and your head as a weight. It's kind of like an open pigeon. You'll feel it deeply. And then you can inhale, knees to ceiling. Exhale, come over the other side. You can experiment with scarecrow arms or crossing your hands and grabbing your shoulders with opposite hands. Inhale, knees to ceiling. Exhale, come over. Inhale, knees to ceiling. Exhale, come over. This should feel deep. It shouldn't feel like, oh, this is so easy. You should feel there's like movement happening here. You can flex your feet to take care of your knees. Inhale, knees to ceiling. Exhale. Knees to ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, come over. So no clothing malfunctions, but if you're doing this at home, then it doesn't really matter. Inhale, knees to ceiling. Exhale, knees over. And then once you are kind of at the top of your mat, land your feet. Grab the fronts of your knees or your shins and curl your back and tuck your chin in so it's like, ooh, it feels so good in your back, your upper back and your middle back and your low back. Then inhale, open up your chest, press the legs open, bring your chest forward, and then inhale, knees to ceiling. Exhale, take one elbow, the other elbow onto the floor. Yes, we're going into Shavasana. So if you are watching the YouTube version of this, as opposed to doing it live, there will be Shavasana music that is added onto this, or you can simply decide that it would be really good if you had your own music, your favorite Shavasana song. So we are listening to a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful piece of music in this class with the Zoomers. I just lost it in my system here. It's good. It's called Hymn of Healing by beautiful chorus. And it is a piece of music that will transport you to a higher, higher place, a deeper place of relaxation. Get all your comfy things. Use all the space you need to send that relaxation signal to your body. You're sending the signal that you have come to the mat, that you did a few hard things, that you inhaled and exhaled, and now, now's the time to let go. I'd like to practice a breath retention with you. Take a big inhale, hold it, notice where it goes, and then exhale, And if you still have some things to let go, do a few more of those breath retentions so that you really can signal to your body that it has permission.
This is precious time in your week. So please let go. And taking a deep breath, keep your eyes closed. Begin wiggling your fingers and your toes back into the room. And let them be still. And then bring your legs together lazily. Roots of toes touching, and then just gently point your toes away from your head. And then either grab your elbows, or if you have room, stretch your arms overhead, interlock your fingers to webbing, and release your index fingers. Now, let's practice another breath retention. Take a big inhale through your nose. Feel your whole chest fill up with air. Relax your eyebrows. Sip up a little more air through your nose. Relax your skin. And then when you exhale, sigh, groan, moan, let everything go. Bring one knee and the other knee into your chest. Curl your body. If it's in your practice to bring your forehead or your chin towards your knees, then please do. Otherwise, keep your head on the floor. You get the same benefit. Squish your body. Take an inhale so you feel your whole back body fill with air. Exhale, soften the front body and squish and hug even more. Hug like you mean it, like you're grateful for your body. Then allow your head to come back down to the floor and relax your jaw, your throat, the sides of your neck. Take another inhale, and exhale, roll over to whatever side makes sense for you, and use your arm as a pillow. And let your body react to gravity. Let it be soft, puddly. Begin easy breathing. Keep allowing your body to react to gravity. Heavy legs, heavy torso, arms, head. Then notice your more peaceful, calmer body and your more calmer, peaceful mind. This beautiful, easy breath. Put all kinds of detail into this feeling, this moment right now. You can come here when you need it the most. Use your fingertips and bent elbows. Push yourself up to seated so that we can share in a grounding breath. Cross your legs, flex your feet, rub your legs awake so you can feel your nervous system. Bring your hands into the middle of your chest. Lengthen through the back of your neck. Separate your hands just enough so that you feel the heat of the right hand going to the left hand and the left hand going to the right. And then bring them together as one unit. Now take a sip of the cool air in your room through your nose. Inhale. Let it swirl around in your warm body. It's still warm. And then exhale, warm air past your fingertips. This is the perfect moment to practice gratitude. Thank you so much for joining me. It means the world to me that you're taking the time for yourself to come to the mat. Namaste.